You betcha. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Thank you for being here. This is a rare twofer tonight. I haven't done that many times. If you could give me a 5x5, I'd appreciate it. Can you get the AC going, dude? Hello, Kristen. Hello, Jane. Jason. Jamari, good to see you. Hello, Pepperhead. Hey, Tommy. Tommy Scoville. Tommy. No problem. Hello, Archie's mom. Thank you all for being here. And I got a 5x5. This is wonderful. I just need some AC here. Just a second. Can't even yell at me so far away. There we go. All righty. Thank you for the 5x5, Christian. Dizzy Dragon. So good to see you. Jeremy Fowler. Hello. Winchester Super X.
In a different zip code.
He was. And there's the AC. Hit the like, please, people. Disclosure Aaron. This is one of those days where I need to shave my mustache. That would be crazy. Thank you for being here. All right, so let me share with you what I'm doing today. This is how this came. I went shopping today at the Super Maxi, my favorite place. And I got this. This is like one of my favorite Ecuadorian sauce companies. Olé. Receta Artisanal. Any guesses on how much this costs? Now, this one they threw in for nothing, but for the two of them, take a guess. See if you guys can guess. Keith Kingman, so good to see you. Hi, Lilac Lime. Everybody, there's Lilac Lime. Thanks for being here. Heard ya says, how do you do? I do. I'm having a good day. Thanks for asking me. So I appreciate you all being here. $5 guesses, Aaron. No, you know what? That's too much. Hi, Lawn Dog. Lawn Dog says $4. Too much. Dizzy Dragon says $2. Not enough. I'll make it easy. This was $2.20. Would-be Island Hippie Girl, good to see you. She's liking the kitty videos. Monty Brown, good to see you. Thank you for being here. $2.20. Isn't that great? Hot sauce is, there are a lot of things that are very inexpensive. But if you want to buy American things here, you can get it. It's just going to cost you more money. I got to be careful. If I try to peel this tape off, it's going to pull the label off. I don't want to do that. So we're going to have to do it with the wrapper on. It is what it is. So here's what we got. This is an Ecuadorian hot sauce company. This is their salsa barbecue. They call their barbecue sauce salsa barbecue. Whiskey and miel, that's his whiskey and honey. That's what that is. Hi, Barbara. Yep, $220 USD, my friend. Here is their website from the greatest mod on the globe. Not even fooling. Not up for debate. It is what it is, people. Hi, Sam. There's Pepper Poppy. We call him Sam. Good to see you, dude. All right, so we've got this, and then I'm going to review. Can anybody even remember the last time I reviewed 2 sauces in one video? I did a review of my favorite 10 hot sauces at the time that I had on hand. Hi, Roberta. By the way, I forgot last night to get you the address, Sam, and I will get it to you. And Roberta, I got a good address for you, I believe. And then I got this. They're salsa picante habanero. So we're going to review them both. Something I don't really do very often. I don't do multiples. Let me give you the ingredients on these sauces. And I got it zoomed in. It's really small, so I kind of blew it up. I might have cheated and used a little bit of a translator. Did I just see Josh Cohen? I thought I did. Josh Cohen! Hello there. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. There's my friend Josh Cohen. Great family. Whoops. What did I do? So Dizzy says, I have a tangerine tiger. It's an ají tangerine crossed with a sugar rush stripe. Oh. See, it sounds like it would be the tastiest pepper there is. Do something with it. No, don't worry about it, Sam. I forget a lot. I've been pretty busy. Lisa Trimble. It's my friend Lisa. Hi, Johnny and friends. Not feeling well and very tired. Please forgive me for not tagging. Bless you all. No problem. Listen, you're in my prayers. I hope you feel better. Look at this. Roberta says, just stop and hit the okie doke. Gone for 10 days. Wow. I hope you have a good time. Be safe, please. Thanks for the okie doke. You know what she means by that, right? Galthy, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Did I just see Sticky Bobby? I did. Sticky Bobby. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. The okie doke is where we try to trick the algorithm. If everybody hits like and drops a lot of comments real fast, YouTube, in theory, thinks, hey, something good is going on there. Let's let more people see this. Let me give you the ingredients of this sauce: salsa barbecue, whiskey and miel. It's honey. So what we've got water, sugar or cane sugar. It's going to be cane sugar here. Honey, tomato paste, some vinegar, whiskey for flavor. Cooked off, people. Spices, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika and black pepper, salt, and natural smoke flavor. For flavor and aroma, it says. You know what? I think I got to tell you something, Jason. I think we're all a little tired. I am. I'm getting better with the, I got sick recently from the bad water, and fatigue was one of the things that really slayed me. It was one of the worst aspects of it. I couldn't get out of my own way. It was bad. The only remaining symptoms that I'm feeling, I still have headaches behind this eye and in the back, but I've had a headache for comes and goes. It isn't like an all-day sort of thing, but it sticks with me. Hit the like, people, please, if you could. It's free, you know. Surprised you didn't know that. All right, so we're going to try this salsa barbecue whiskey immediately. Hear that? You know what? Some of the sauces I have that I get don't have this layer after you just pull the top off, and there it is. Different than North America, that's for sure. Dizzy Dragon says, Johnny, you brought up overwinter pods, and every time the comment is the dragon's breath from Tom Broom. Overwintering is pretty cool. Tom Broom is a good dude, great grower, and a really good friend of mine. Oh, wonderful aroma. Wow. It's got a great natural, like a great smoky flavor. Have you guys ever smelled like sometimes they put artificial smoke in there and it's way too much? It doesn't smell natural. Have you guys ever encountered that? I say it's like you took a fireman's boot and kind of wrung it out and kind of poured it into a cup and smelled it that way. This is really great. It smells like vinegar, sugar, and smoke. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's not too far off. There's a sweet kind of aroma to it. There's a slight vinegar aroma. And the smoke. Tell you what, it's enough to get my mouth watering. So from Ole, people, an Ecuadorian sauce company. This is salsa barbecue whiskey. You know what? Every time I do a barbecue video, I think of my dad. I hadn't done any barbecue videos, and kind of got my dad to do one of them. We ended up doing a whole bunch of them. It was great. All right. So here we go. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is, no question about it, this is Chase the Heat. And I'm not going with the anatomical snuff boss. We're going right out of the bottle. Here we go. We're going to stop everything right now just for a moment. Put the sauce down. You got to be kidding me. You guys know it's Jennifer Johnson. It's her birthday today. So everybody, there's 33 of us. If we can't get 33 happy birthdays for Jennifer, I'll be disappointed. Happy birthday, Jennifer. I hope this is a special day for you. I mean it. Tommy, come here. Taste this. You're going to love this. Oh, man. The wonderful sweetness from the honey. You cannot taste the vinegar at all. It's not hot, but it's got a great smoky flavor to it.
It smells very smoky.
Isn't that great?
It tastes fantastic.
You like it? Can you do something with this, Chef Tommy?
Do something with that. It would be great for us ham glaze.
Yes, ham glaze. Look at all the wonderful birthday wishes. How cool is that? Look at them all. Look at them. See that? We got friends here. Happy birthday. Keith Kingman says, I don't know if anyone remembers, but when I said my house had some strange things that are happening, it's confirmed that there is something here, but it doesn't want to harm you. You know what? You guys ever have any sleep paralysis? Sometimes you have some things that makes it feel like they're trying to harm you. Kellyanne! Good to see you. You know what we bought today, Kellyanne? Take a guess what we bought today. Take a guess. Look at all the happy birthdays. This is fantastic. Gouthie is next Thursday. You better be here on Thursday because we want to make a big deal of it. Anyway, seriously, I haven't seen another one from Jennifer yet, but I hope you're having a great day. This is cool. That's awesome. I would sing to you, but right now we have 34 people in the chat, and if I sang to you, we'd be down to 4 in a New York minute. Mike Chiliesimo, good to see you. Do you get any whiskey flavor? I don't really pick up any whiskey flavor. But when I drank, I wasn't a whiskey guy, so it could be all kinds of whiskey. I wouldn't even really know. Shane Rice, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I got yogurt today. Blackberry yogurt. We needed some. This is terrific. This would be a great glaze on ham. That's our go-to sandwich for the guys at the recovery center. It's lovely. No, I'm not going to sing, Pepperhead. I care about you guys too much. You guys matter to me. Athena is supposed to be here October 4th. That's exciting. You got to love it when someone you love comes to visit. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so moving on. Let's check out this one. This is their salsa picante habanero. Everything's in grams, and like this is a 100-gram bottle. It's pretty cool. Keith says, if it doesn't want to harm me, I'm going to leave it alone and let it do its thing. Tell you what, there's only room in my house for me, my brother, and our 2 cats. So we're going to be doing several One Hot Minutes this week. Several. You heard it. I said it. So let me tell you what's on what's in the this. We've got habaneros. Okay, we've got vinegar, salt, garlic, onion, some sugar, some xanthan gum. Yes, today, Jane, I'm looking above you. What Mike said. Today, Kellyanne, we bought some blackberry yogurt. Look at that. That's what your problem is. Dizzy's under the bed. Here's the thing, man. If there's something weird in my house, I don't care if it's nice. I want it out. All right, so try this. Yeah, definitely be careful. No, he's talking about his house, Keith's house. Keith's got a weird thing going on in his house. Feels it's sort of no threat, but
All fun and games when it comes to the television set.
Tommy says it's all fun and games until it comes to the television set. Gouthie says that September babies were made during the holidays. Someone once told me I was a drink too many. There you go. All the kids in my family were born in July. I remember being a kid going, counting back. Shane Rice says, because he said he was a little tipsy, I don't drink much, but my mom made Dolly Parton cinnamon crumble cake shots. Made me hang out with her, and they were delicious. Interesting. Let's try this. See? You know, that you saw the seal that was over the barbecue. There's none of this. If you bought this in America, you'd be like, I'm not bringing it. You bring it back. Kellyanne says, who needs steak? Just drink the whiskey sauce out of the bottle. Did you taste the whiskey? I didn't really get any whiskey. September babies were made 9 months prior. There you go. Ooh. Very, very habanero forward. This is all pepper. Yogurt. I'm kidding. I'm joking. L'chaim. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that's no, I'm not nervous, but you know what? It's got some stink to it. The garlic and the onion are mild. A hint of it, if you will, but not the habanero. Very habanero forward. Definitely tastes like habanero. Have you guys ever had a habanero sauce and it was spicy, but you didn't really taste the habanero? Or a ghost pepper sauce, it was spicy, and even though it was spicy, you didn't really get any ghost pepper flavor? Not a problem with this one. It is all habanero. So Digi says, if it's worth doing, or if it's worth overdoing, do the bottle. I'm not quite ready to drink that bottle right now. We're 17 minutes into this thing. It'll be a quick one. I'll be getting the yogurt. You guys will be roasting me. I know how it works. I see what you guys want. So Jeremy, I love Habs. Such a great pepper. Was giving them out at work today. I have a lot of them. You know what? I'll tell you something. I've eaten a lot of habaneros, and any habanero that you get from a grocery store, it just doesn't taste. It's just like a tomato. If you get a tomato and someone grew it in their backyard, that's crazy. Totally different thing. Jason says, my mom has two sisters. She shares a birthday with one, and the other is 2 days prior. One of her sister's kids are both September born, as both of my stepsisters. Wow. My brother and I are only 4 days apart. 3 days apart, excuse me. 4 years apart, though. 4 years and 3 days. KM almost bought a hot sauce in the store today, but restrained herself. The ghost pepper hot sauce that I have, I don't get the ghost pepper whatsoever. That bothers me. It really does. It bothers me a lot. My tolerance is definitely growing, Kathy. Tommy's is too. Tommy is pretty much the same place I'm at. Pepperhead 300 says that he spent some time in Belize. There was always habanero sauce. David Booley. So good to see you. Look at that. Fowler and his daughter, 2 days apart. It's pretty cool. Hello, Heather Rhodes. Thanks for stopping in and joining me. If you just joined us, today we reviewed two sauces that I got from the Supermaxi. This was a package deal. It was $2.20 for both of these. This is their whiskey with honey. It's lovely. I've never seen salsa barbecue sauce, if that's what this is, but it tastes delicious. You know what? I could see dumping this whole bottle into that barbecue sauce. I bet that would be amazing. In fact, I'm going to do that. Definitely going to do that. You know what? This morning, it's funny. Kellyanne says, I thought you would have had an emergency yogurt IV set up just in case. We were in the store. And I'm like, you know what? We need some more yogurt. We thought of you. David's asking me how I'm feeling. I still have a headache. It's not so bad right now, but it's one of the last of the symptoms of drinking polluted water. So it's kind of a drag. Once again, this is Olay. If you want to try them out, this is their Instagram. They make great. I've had a lot of their sauces. It's wonderful. It's a great company. Look at that. Archie's mom says, I never thought I would look forward to eating spicy food as I do now. It said, You got to be careful. Starts off slow, and the next thing you know, you're doing crazy, silly things with a camera in front of you. I've seen it 1,000 times. Shop habaneros are mild. The good thing with habaneros is they're hot, but not too hot, and they taste great. You can put 1 in a dish or 3 or 4 to really pick it up a notch. Here's the thing. They don't burn the same either. It's just a different pepper when you have somebody that actually grows it. It tastes so much better. It's a good thing. Look at this. Richard Doherty, good to see you. I'm done buying corporate hot sauce. I want to try hot sauces from smaller makers. I agree. I said this probably 10 years ago. Not 10, probably 8 years ago. Where we are right now at hot sauce is where microbreweries were like 20 years ago. You can go in. I mean, the best hot sauces you're going to get are not hot sauces you're going to see in big box, stores. It's going to be small craft hot sauce makers. They're just better. I think they really are. This is a great sauce. I wish you guys could try it. But here's the thing. It's hard. How do you mass produce something and keep it? And Archie's mom says it's 1 hot minute. It's got me hooked. 1 hot minute is fun. They really are. Sam says it's because they pick them before they're fully rolled. Yeah, they got to. They have to. I mean, they got to pick them, ship them, and then they're going to think how much time they're on a truck or, then they got to get it. Very different. Herja says gourmet hot sauces are too expensive for me. Well, that's the great thing about hot sauce is you can make your own. You really can. You listen, that's how every great hot sauce company came to be. It wasn't like they just started slinging sauce successfully from the jump. They made sauce, and friends were like, man, that's really good. Why aren't you selling it? That's how it starts. Oh, Galthy, whose birthday is Thursday, says, I usually do a store-bought challenge on my birthday, but I haven't found any new. Try Doomed. Listen, it's an easy sauce, Hellfire hot sauce. Give it a shot. I'm kidding. Anybody listening? It's a wicked. It's the only sauce that ever gave me the hiccups. Fernando, having a sandwich filled with fresh Mexican jalapenos. Good to be here, people. I'm glad you're here, Fernando. Thanks for being here. Don't you love this? Sam's asking Jane how she's doing. Love this. Okay, Keith came in and asked, here's a weird question. What's the real color of the sun? Everyone says white. I don't know. I don't look at it. I don't know. It's a good question. It's above my pay grade. Does anybody have a good answer? Well, what is the color of the sun? I bet it depends on how close you are to it, what kind of lens you're looking through. I don't know. Look at that. Dizzy said, just throw some super hot seeds on the ground, make some spells, and you can make sauce. Water and sunlight. Thomas Smith. Very good to see you. Had kibosh stew. Healthy, hearty, and filling. I like it. Heard you says, question. Can you buy hot peppers from anywhere when it's not pepper season? Yeah, there's always going to be a place where, it's who you know. But there's always going to be a place where someone's making pepper, growing pods, creating fruit. True story. Thomas says, blindness. That's the color of the sun if you stare at it too long. Do you want to know something? When Tommy and I were kids, we worked at a hotel in our town. The sun is actually a yellow dwarf. Actual color varies. Thank you. I'll take that to the bank. It sounds legit. When Tommy and I were kids, we worked at this hotel. We were doormen. Bellhops or whatever. And there was a guy named Ricky that worked with us. And Ricky was a bit off. One day he tells me, true story, I swear I'll never forget it. I was a kid. It's just one of those things that stuck with me. He said that he dropped a whole bunch of LSD once and put Black Sabbath on 78 speed and stared at the sun. And he said, when he would look at you, we'd never look at you. He'd look kind of a little bit to the side of you, one side or the other. And he says that there's a black spot in the middle wherever he tries to look that never goes away. So he looks to the side a little bit and catches you sort of in, not really peripheral, but so the spot is a little bit to the side so he can see you. Can you imagine that? Crazy. Look at that. Heard ya. Lone Star. Linda's Fiery Treats sell pods through the winter, I believe. Krista says, near me, you can always get jalapenos, serranos, and habaneros. But she's in North Texas. She's in the same town that I used to live in. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Does Broom sell seeds? Pepperhead, I don't know. I'm not sure. You could reach out and ask him. I know he's got some very, very amazing tincture. Hello, John. Thank you for being here. I don't know. I'm probably, it's not a good idea to stare at the sun. I just remember it. Oh, we'll definitely keep it friendly. You hear that? That's from down the street. I've never tried staring at the sun, if that's what you're asking. Although I had a friend who had a camera once with a special lens that he could take pictures of the sun. So I remember that. That was a long time ago. Kevin Lessenberry. Whoops. Kevin Lessenberry. Hello there. Thanks for being here. And Krista says, I have got my tiny baby pepper plants to flower, but I'm not sure how to make them or make sure they turn into actual peppers. Again, above my pay grade, just water and sun, I would assume that's kind of what happens. But if anybody has any really good ideas to tell her what to do when she's at the flowering stage to ensure that they turn to fruit, please throw it in the chat. I would appreciate it. Here's the thing. Peppers are around. You just got to talk to people. Social media is a good place to meet people that are growers, but it's nonetheless a cesspool. Tommy, heard you thought Tommy was playing an accordion. Kind of sounded like it, didn't it? There you go. Pepper Poppy says the bees will do that. There you go. I remember when I interviewed Matthew Arthur, he was talking about how he crossed his peppers. It was a pretty cool thing. When he has plants he wants to cross, he'll put the main plant in the middle and just surround it with the plants he wants to cross with, and lets the wind and the bees handle it. I thought that was so great and honest and humble, because most people say, they have this amazing secret. I've seen guys with like toothbrushes going from one plant to the other. It's kind of silly. I need to blow my nose. I don't have any tissues here. Here we go. Dizzy says that sunlight will trigger fruit set. If there's too much shade, it won't. There you have it. Sam says, I'd feed them more potassium and phosphate. Robert says a 12-hour on, 12-hour off light cycle. I know that works for some plants. Just saying. Yeah, I'm really seeing potassium here. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably a good idea. You guys are going to have to, this is really bad. I am stuffed up. It's the AC. So what we're going to do, you're going to have to be patient while I get something to blow my nose. Hopefully you'll all still be here. I'll make it fast. Make sure I say hello to everybody that's here. I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. I saw that David Booley just asked a question. This would be a great time to throw a question. See how rude is that? Oh. You know how bad it is for the host to actually leave the camera, and everybody's still here. That's insane. Let's see. Got a question from John. Whoops. Hi, John. Sorry about that. David asked, how was the hot sauce selection where you are? It's actually really wonderful. And the cool thing about it, David, it's all sauces I've never seen before. It's wonderful. There's some very good companies. I really enjoyed them. Peninsula hot sauce is great. Olay is great. There's several really good ones. Yeah, it's not the sauce, Kathy. It is my air conditioner. When I go out of the house, I'm fine. But here's the weird thing. We're right on the water, and it's hard to get it right. It's really strange. Sam says, I've been known to take a field trip or two on my lives, Johnny. Field trips aren't bad. I was a fan of them when I was a kid. Dizzy says that the problem with the bee thing is you never know if something is a cross or just a funky expression. So what you do if you don't know is rename it, claim you created it on purpose, that 7 seasons and it's stabilized, and there you go. I'm joking, obviously. Hi, Brock Bandy, but that's what happens. Do you know how many times I've seen a pepper sent to me? I'm like, I know what pepper is. I've eaten 100 of them, and it's got a new name from somebody in a different country. There's a lot of that riffraff going on. It's really strange. It's a very strange thing. All right, so if you just Brock joined us late, let me tell you what I did today, Brock. I have two different sauces I got at Supermaxi. These came as a package deal for $2.20 US. Now this is a whiskey honey barbecue sauce, which is lovely. When it gets down to about here, I'm going to pour this into this. I think that's going to make an amazing combination. This is their salsa picante habanero. Cue the elevator music. You know, when you eat a habanero, it stings you. It doesn't really burn. It has a sting to it. If you've eaten them, you know what I'm talking about. This sauce has a bit of a stinging quality to it. It's pretty cool. Sam says you can isolate your plants if you want, and the wind should shake the plants enough to get the pollen on the pistil from the others. Or the old isolation thing. Using isolation nets. I know people that say they have isolated seeds, and it's crazy. People have bought them and grown them and not produced what they bought. Can you imagine that? Who would do such a thing? Pepperhead says, what would you use the big sauce on? It would be great on a ham glaze, even a ham sandwich. If you grilled chicken, it'd be great on chicken. In fact, on the label, they got some chicken. So that's what I would do. I'm going to mix the two up. I really think that the two together is going to be a wonderful combination. But the habanero's got a great little sting to it. Look at that. Sam says, I know quite a few who've done that. Boy, don't we? We definitely do. Pulled pork, it would be great. Pulled pork. Awesome suggestion, Jeremy Fowler. I wonder, how come here in Mexico we don't have ghost peppers, reapers, and all that? We have some fresh varieties, but we don't have those. I'm in Ecuador, Fernando, and we don't either. I am certain there's somebody here growing them in their backyard. I just haven't met them yet, but I'm working on it. David, Tommy's doing well. Kind of you to ask. We both drank some pretty bad water, which was a bummer. Dizzy. He who dips his bread will be the one. John says that Clayton Hollingsworth is a pepper growing entrepreneur. He is a great pepper grower. True story. Kellyanne says legend seems to be a name that needs to be used for a new funky pepper. I think that sounds like a good idea. So Richard says, I like hot sauce on food, but I want something that will give flavor and heat to sandwiches. I put hot sauce on. Listen, you know what? I would put hot sauce on. I do all the time. Hot sauce on sandwiches is great. There's no rules. That's the best thing about hot stuff. There's no rules to it. I mean, there are people, we were talking yesterday in the chat. There are people that put hot powder, in their coffee. I remember doing a video. You can go back and find it. It was the first year of the channel, probably within the first 6 months of the channel. I did a video about putting Reaper powder in my coffee. And everybody said I was nuts. Now I use ghost pepper toothpaste. Doesn't really have ghost pepper powder, but it's got the extract of ghost pepper in it. Le Legend. There you go, Dizzy. It's got a ring to it. Sam says that Clayton's a great dude and a great grower. He is both those things. He's got some cool things he's working on. Clayton Hollingsworth. Okay, so Thomas Smith says, I prefer medium. I don't like super hots. Well, you know what? It's understandable. It's a process. If you keep eating medium pods and you really start eating them, especially if you eat whole pods. Like I think a habanero is a medium heat pod, you know? If you start eating those, at some point, what will end up happening, I promise, is that one day it just won't sting you and it won't do for you what it used to. And then you'll start thinking, what's next? What did Scoville say he ate after a habanero? That's how it works. Right? Please, guys, consider using other names than Beast in a random super hot. There are already way too many peppers called something Beast. You want to know something? While that is true, I ate some peppers from Germany called the Reaper Beast, and they were probably the sweetest Reapers I've ever eaten. They were spectacular. And they released coffee that already had spice in it. They sure do. What is the name of that coffee company? I'll think of it before the video is over. Gouthy, I'm going to start an argument here. I have a bottle of hot sauce in the fridge at work to put on my sandwich or whatever I have at lunch. Do you guys put your hot sauce in the fridge or not? Had to ask. And I'm saying start an argument. If you want to watch an argument, go to a pepper group on Facebook and just say, hey, I got a question for you. Act like you're new. I got a question for you guys. Should I refrigerate my hot sauce or not? And then get some popcorn, sit back, and have a ball with the comments. Holy moly. There is a zing pepper, but not a sting pepper. They probably blew the name. They should have called the habanero the sting. Oh, here we go. We got a hot sauce named Sweet Sting. It has honey, and it's great. There is certainly regret in a hot pepper. I'm positive. There's despair. Roasty Buds, thank you. There's the coffee company that I like. Roasty Buds. They have great hot sauce, great peppers. Coffee. They have what do they have? They have a couple of different types. They have Hatch, Ghost, Reaper. It's lovely. Yes, Fowler. It's incredible. I can't breathe, people. My hot sauce is in the fridge. I know I don't have to, but it's how I was raised. Yeah, here's the deal. I put fruit-based sauces in the fridge, but if it's not fruit-based, I don't put it in the fridge. And I've never been sick from eating peppers. Well, that's not true. I've been sick from eating peppers, but never sauce that went bad. Squirrel. See, Fowler knows. Let's start the argument. Team fridge. Here's the thing about that. If you start doing that, what will end up happening is your fridge will tell you that you have a hot sauce problem just because you will run out of space and you'll get into an argument with somebody in your house. And then you'll get a second fridge in the beer fridge that you used to have in the garage is no longer a beer fridge. It's for hot sauce. That's kind of how it works. David, Katie Purry is doing well. Thank you. She's getting big. Thursday, she turns 1 year old. John, you seem to be getting better since the incident. I am. I still have a headache. That's kind of tough to get rid of. I feel like I've had a hangover for a week. It's kind of a drag. I know it wasn't the point of your comment. I just had to toss that in there, my friend. You know how much I appreciate you, Gaffy. I'm going to make such a big deal on Thursday, people. Thursday, the same day what did I say? Fridays is Katie's birthday? What did I just say? Yeah, Thursday. You share a birthday with Katie Purry. So Thursday, we're going to celebrate Katie Purry's birthday and Gaffy. That's pretty cool. Throwing down with the Browns. Good to see you. If it doesn't have alligator tears, then refrigerate it. If the bottle says refrigerate after opening, I guess, but I don't put hot sauce in the fridge. They do that just it's CYA. They were trying to cover themselves, make sure they don't get in trouble. Have you ever read something and there's a really bizarre warning? You know why that warning's on the label? Because some knucklehead did that. True story. Someone should make a super hot, call it yogurt. Maybe a really mild one. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's so hot, you're going to reach for the yogurt. It's not a bad idea. Fuzzy seemed to be a great pepper name. It wouldn't be a bad name. But it's funny. If you read the labels of some hot sauces, like molten, and then it's like, what's the hot sauce? Let's go with hell. There's so many hot sauces with hell in the title, or peppers, It's funny. And there's so many that swear they're the hottest pepper in the world. It's also funny. Richard says, I'd like to make a relish from different hot peppers. Should be good on hot dogs. That's awesome. Uh-oh. Now I got a new business partner. Gouthy, email me. Spicy yogurt, people. You know what? You can make a jalapeno yogurt and have a nice grassy flavor to it. I think that would be great. Look at that. Kellyanne, 2 fridges and 2 freezers, not for the bodies. That's what they all say. That's what they all say. If there's anybody in this chat of nearly 41 that's going to have something in their freezer, it's going to be you, Kellyanne. I knew the night of the Johnny Scoville roast. Ooh, my mom used to make pepper relish from jalapenos all the time. I bet it'd be great with hotter ones. Yeah, it would be. I agree. Spicy ice cream is amazing. If they put it in a sauce, I can hear Johnny saying, I'm getting the onion. Definitely getting the yogurt. That's funny. Thank you, Urgent. Blueberry yogurt, but it's Chiltepins. Chiltepins. It's a funny name. Garlic is great. I love garlic. Sorry about my English, Johnny. I'm learning. Let me show you a word in Spanish. Chile de árbol means tree pepper. It's just serrano, but dried. You know, they like tomate de árbol. It's like the tomato of the tree. It's great in hot sauce, but I ate the actual fruit. Didn't like the fruit. Love it in the hot sauce, though. Sam says, want to meet me in the Philippines at the end of the month, Johnny? I'll bring peppers. You know what? I had some friends from the Philippines inviting me out there. I have a weird schedule now. I have a commitment that I can't really walk away from. Kind of why I'm here. So, but, I definitely plan at some point going back to the Philippines. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Look at that. Call it Hot Gert. Great name. Great name. Boy, everything here is weird. The fruit is weird. I'm not complaining at all. I dig it. It's a cool place. Today, I didn't even get a chance to get my camera out. Tommy and I watched whales from the balcony again. Such a cool thing. Yeah, you know what? I've experienced that. Freeze-dried super hots work great in seafood boil. They work great in cooking in general. Uh-oh. Boy, if I've heard this, I've heard it 1,000 times. My wife told me that if I would stop eating peppers, she'll find me laying on the floor. You know what? You know how many times I've been at a hot sauce show? It almost happened a little bit with Brock, where a guy will walk up all excited to come to the booth I'm in, and there's a woman behind him walking like this. Behind him. I swear I've seen that 1,000 times. It's the funniest thing. And they'll say, it's your fault. It's your fault. There's no room in my fridge. Everything is hot. Honestly, I've heard that so many times. It's crazy. It's funny. Or Yohot. That would be good. Where'd that go? Brock. Is that true, Brock? Tell me I'm lying. The food here is wonderful. We used to eat out a lot because it's sort of cheaper than, a lot of times it's cheaper than going out. But we found a great store and some really inexpensive stuff. So we actually eat in a lot. Tommy's an amazing chef, turns out. Who knew? How about that? Jason says, super spicy yogurt. Yogurt. I like it. Baha, the angry wife arms. Look at Brock knows. It's true. Your wife, she was cool, but she definitely had that. So you're the reason my husband's like this. It was funny. I got a good laugh out of that. Brock is funny. We were friends on through chat, right? The first time he typed his name, and first time I ever read his name, I'm like, Brock Bandy sounds like a double agent. You're gonna be like James Bond. So he walked up and he goes, I didn't know who he was at first, He said, you said that you liked my name. I'm like, I couldn't remember. And when he said Brock, I was like, Brock Bandy. I've been with him so many different places since then. Brock's a good one. He is. He's a good one. Oh, my God. How funny is that? I'll put 91% yogurts in it. That's a good one. Really, that's funny. I like that. That's awesome. David Bull, you'd be surprised. He is a great chef. No joke. Yesterday, he made gnocchi. And I swear to you, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I've never had an Italian meal ever in a restaurant where I paid money for that was even close to what he made yesterday. It was insane. Spirit Prof, greetings, Johnny and fellow bus riders. I hope you all remember to make someone's day great. I'm trying. I don't know. I'm giving it my best. Guys, I hope you're going to be around tonight. We're going to, the 91 should be banned. Kathy. Oh, it's the joke that keeps on giving. Isn't it funny? Don't you kind of sit back and just sort of giggle at it? If you know, you know. I hate to kind of wrap it up as soon as Spirit Prof gets here because I love the guy. But I'm going to wrap it up. Please join Tommy at the top of the hour. He's going to tell you about some interesting stuff. I watched him go through about a half a dozen different thumbnails. I'm like, no, you can't use that one. You can't use that one. Look at that, 91% lies. 91 reasons why. It's funny. All right, so nice glasses frames, Johnny. How big is are you asking me how big Al is or how big is AI? Al is about 6'4", I would say 240. Great guy, love him like a brother. AI is scarier than that. Anyway, listen. I got 91 problems. The sauce ain't one. Love it. All right, so top of the hour. Actually, not top of the hour. It's 5 minutes after the hour. I always do that to poor Tommy. He goes 5 minutes after the hour. Please join him. He's going to be, he'll get your attention. It'll be a good one. I appreciate everybody a great deal. Love you, Spirit Prof. And everybody that was here. Oh, man. Was it Jennifer Johnson? Was that her name? It was Jennifer's birthday. Excuse me. Remember to say you see her somewhere else on the interweb. Remember, it's her birthday. And then on Thursday, don't forget, got a couple birthdays here. We got Gouthie and my little kitty cat, who's not little anymore, but she turns 1 year old. She's technically a kitten for a couple of years because they don't stop growing for about 3 years. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Get a Maine Coon cat, they say. It'll be fun, they say. All right, Buffalo, good to see you, bro. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It was fun. Who knows? Maybe we'll do 1 hot minute tomorrow. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.